Hello and welcome to The Regulars. I'm Stacey McGunnigle.
My name is Jason DeRoss.
Oh yeah, killing it. Fuck, Marie! It's Friday and it's such a special Friday. It's in the air. Can't you feel it? Can't you smell it?
I can feel it. I'm in a robe for it. So like, I don't know if this is spoiler alert. Like this is like walking into a movie and goes, he dies at the end. Let's watch. You know what I mean?
I don't quite understand that, but
it means fun. I've already spoiled who the guest is if people weren't aware, but like we know who's coming on today.
Well, I think people know who's coming on, but I think the big surprise is the hat you've chosen to wear. And I just want you to know, I also love West 49. And
it has nothing to do with West 49. Yeah.
There's
we can't all be businesswomen though, but I have to be me.
We can't all be businesswomen. And but let's just get to our guest because we love him, we miss him. To even call him a guest would be disrespectful because he truly is family and a part of the show. So give it up for the one and only Mr. Casual Friday. Oh my gosh, you are here.
Oh my God. I'm almost going to cry. I'm almost crying.
You don't even need a mic. You could scream from your house and we'd pick it up.
I think his mic is broken. I don't think it's on. I think I picked that up through Stacey's mic.
Yeah, it's not a mic.
No, it's not a mic. He's back. Everyone's so excited. First of all, Punk Daddy is back, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Or Punk, yeah. You are here. You are missed. How are you? How is everything?
Oh, man, I am good.
Yes.
I don't know if your listeners know. I had COVID.
They didn't know.
They did not know. We don't know. You never know how people want to tell people. What.
You know.
Yeah, well, this is how I want to tell people.
Screaming. I have COVID.
I've already done with the neighborhood. Whoop, whoop. The neighborhood already knows. I've yelled it to them. I'm yelling it to your listeners now. I'm back.
But I have COVID.
I have COVID. I'm going to get tired soon. I don't have smell.
You really don't?
I have rare. It's either I don't have smell or COVID killed my body odor.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not had body odor in weeks. My armpits smell great. My farts don't smell bad anymore.
And that potpourri is just wood chips.
That potpourri is wood chips.
Wow, that's actually maybe a blessing having a tween boy to not smell.
His room is great. I stride in. I'm like, it's a wonderful spring day.
He's like, my dad's like never been happier. Like, I don't know what's changing me, but I certainly haven't changed in anything. But
good morning, son.
I remember growing up and just like walking past my brother's rooms was like Jaws. It was just like, like what was I going to smell and be upset about? Just full dirt bags. But I don't think Theo's not them.
He's not there yet. Like he'll get there. Like every teen boy, I think, has to get there at some point.
I don't know. Like my brothers are like the emotional capacity of like a bag of Doritos, and I think Theo's bringing much more to the table.
Different flavors are way different attitudes, though. Zero.
Yeah.
But no matter what, it's a rich chip.
It's a rich. There's just something. I feel like a blind smell test. You're blind. You're blindfolded. You go into a home and you go pick the boy room. Everyone would know without question. It is here. It is right here. I can feel it.
I feel like you'd be able to do it because your taste is back. You could probably just walk in that room and taste that room at this point.
Right. Yeah. So mouth forward.
You lost your taste.
Oh, I lost my taste. I lost my smell. My skin hurt. My teeth hurt.
Whoa.
Jesus. I had everything. It was fucked up.
And you're like a big foodie. Like, what was that like to lose your taste?
Because Theo didn't really lose his taste and his smell. So even now I'm like, how does this smell? I have to tell him to smell things for me because I'm not sure. Like I was cutting onions and I was like, I don't even smell onions.
Really?
Yeah. And a lot of that's back now. Like I'm a lot better now. It's way like booze tasted so bad when I was really sick. You know,
Right.
like I tried a couple times. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm gonna have a beer, and it was terrible. It was like
Really?
all the good stuff of beer was gone, and just the bad remaining stuff was still there. Like just like the
Yeah.
hoppiness was there. That's it.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oof. The worst
Drinking
part of it.
liquid hop. That's no good, man.
Well, I mean, I think that is what someone would describe beer as, is liquid hop.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think you just found a new brand of beer right there, Jason.
Jan is asking, should I Uber Eats you some A&W?
No, because I'm not going to eat it without you there, Jan. That's the thing.
Actually, you know,
Well, if you want to walk and pick it up and bring it over to her place, I'll get on the phone right away.
Talking about billion-dollar business ideas.
oh my God. Oh my God. That would, I mean, it really would be great just to have like the friend that like, it's like called Seal the Deal. And it's just like you get on the phone with a friend, either a big purchase or like a naughty little snack, and they just help you seal the deal with just pure positivity.
Oh, man. And Seal the Deal's a really good name for it.
Yeah, I'm at Best Buy. I'm really into this ultra wide TV.
Buy it.
Buddy, I think you need to get it. I think you deserve a bill.
Hey, seal the deal. Jason
Jason calling Seal the Deal will just be like very quietly like, my wife's in the other aisle. I really want to get this speaker. Works in the shower.
You bet your fucking bottom dollar I'm buying that speaker for the shower. You guys haven't lived until you put your speakers in the shower.
Like your regular
you.
speakers?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I mean, like that's how I
Bluetooth.
started, but they only last for a day. They last one shower. They're disposable, I think.
First of all, I have a Bluetooth waterproof speaker, and you best believe I'm putting it right in the shower, and we're having a great time.
Yeah.
You ever DJ in the shower?
Can you imagine me legitimately trying to become a DJ now? Just like, just
I
put
am
Patsy
here
Cline
for
on.
Yeah. Stacey get rich. This is it.
Yeah. What is your real pump up song?
It's probably like Your Body is a Wonderland, just John Mayer. It's just very adult contemporary. Like,
Right.
Are you guys ready? Your body
Ready to get
is
fucking hyped in here?
Body is Wonderland.
Yeah, the DJ is just like slight sways.
Really slow needle drop.
And my guarantee as a DJ is you will be home in bed by 10:30 flat.
It's the only DJ that has a guarantee. Where else are you gonna get that?
Exactly. I serve alcohol, but there's also a hot tea section. It is self-serve, but Jameson
I just
wants
picture
to
you
know.
I just picture you like a
What?
caravana tent and you're DJing and everyone's walking by like, yeah, dollar. Body's a wonderland. I don't know.
Vanessa
That tent's actually
Carlton?
kind of okay.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and I'm holding
Weird. Those are different songs, but somehow they're the same.
same. Do you like Lil Affair, but you can't remember any of the songs? Get in here. Me neither.
With the 10:30 bedtime guarantee.
If you come early, you can see her try and figure out Spotify.
What's your DJ name?
Ms.Stacey McGunnigle.
I think that's actually solid.
That's very solid.
I think that would sell. People would be expecting like, oh my God, I don't know what this, it's like Daft Punk. You're like, what do they look like? I don't know. Ms.Stacey McGunnigle is so mysterious. And then you walk in and it's literally Stacey just dressed as Diane Lane. Ready?
Oh yeah, blazer, like, and I don't want new friends. There isn't a party atmosphere. I'm just here to do my
officer,
No
this is where
requests. Do not come to the
working
booth.
here. Yeah. No one behind me, please.
Okay. Are we all ready to make safe and supported boundaries tonight?
Or this early evening, I mean.
Hit it! These hands are all I've known, but they're... Yeah, but it's just my mouth doing it.
Like your hands like just a little above the record.
I don't want to ruin this. It is a collectible.
I feel like every once in a while you'd pull out a tambourine and just be like, everybody, get involved.
No, that's you guys. You guys come and that's a special guest and it's just offbeat tambourine.
I'll have an egg shaker.
Oh, great. Our dance troupe is known as like your neighbors.
Ms.Stacey McGunnigle and her neighbors. First of all, that's fucking awesome.
There's definitely a barbecue on stage.
Just like a charcuterie board we all got from Shoppers Drug Mart.
I saw a video where a guy called it the charcuterie board.
The charcuterie.
It took me a while to catch up. He was like, now here's some things you're going to want for your charcuterie. I was like, what's a charcuterie?
Theo, get in here. Does this video smell weird? What's a charcuterie? That's like a Nigella Lawson. Do you know her? Like that British sensual chef when she was like, was like, well, we're just going to put this into the microwave. I was like, hold on 1 second, bitch. Microwave. But the way she said it, I was like,
give me an erection.
I know, me too. I was like, boing, I've been saying this wrong. Now you put the water into the microwave.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Noted. It's midnight, am I right, fellas?
Is finished. Yeah.
Wait, was that a British accent? Let's go back.
No, it wasn't a British. I don't do accents.
I think it was a British accent.
I think he tried.
I think he tried to slip it in there.
Oh, probably.
Can we do a 10-second? Can we do a 10-second rewind somewhere? Is there a button?
I would love an instant replay.
What do you want me to say with my British accent?
Oh.
I think you got to Contilla the Nigella Lawson cooking.
Yeah. Microwave.
Okay. We take some wheat bread. Yeah, that's all I got.
Wait.
I wasn't trying to say wheat. I was trying to say white. So then I realized as I said it, it was wheat.
That's really good.
Who are you trying to sound like?
I don't know. What do you mean? Who am I trying to sound like?
Like when you do
who the fuck are you trying to sound like?
Some.
Like for me, like and I've said this before and I'll say it again. I feel like my personality would I think I would have been more successful in life had I just been full Southern. Because I feel like I have the energy, or maybe like a nasty sort of like, British woman, like a little English accent.
Mm-hmm. Like you would own an orphanage kind of thing?
Yeah, I would own an orphanage.
Yeah,
Annie?
all those evil British women. Yeah.
Mrs. Hannigan and her neighbors, the British DJ version.
Yeah.
What?
I will say it says something a lot about my personality when we could audition for plays when we were young and all the kids in my class would be singing like Annie's like tomorrow and I came in to sing Carol why am I forgetting her last name? Carol Baskin's song. No. Burnett I just had fully
Carol Burnett the comedian?
Yeah. When she does the song Mrs. Hannigan's song Little Girls.
Yes.
But me at 9 singing that, the teacher should have been like, maybe we should conference. What's going on? And Cindy says, I love how Jason associates British accents with orphanages.
Yeah. Well, you said an old mean British lady. I'm like, yeah, of course she owns an orphanage for sure.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, some of them are Coldplay, and then the rest are all orphanages owners.
This is not a new thought, but do you ever listen to Coldplay and it's on the radio and then you go through the whole day and you're having dinner with your family and you're like, wow, this song is still on? It's just such a long... Do you ever dip in and out?
I said this last night to my wheat wife.
To my wheat wife.
Because she watches all those shows and I was like, is Grey's Anatomy and all these shows, they just spread terrible news and then Coldplay plays? Is that all they are? Because that's essentially what happens every time I'm sitting there next to her. A Coldplay song is playing and then people 100%. Are crying.
Now, I would say it's absolutely beyond my mental scope to understand that Grey's Anatomy is still making new episodes. That
It's
seems wild to me.
incredible.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't feel like maybe it premiered in 1997, but it certainly gives me late 90s vibes. I still can't believe it's on TV.
You know that Berenstain Bears thing where you remember things differently than they actually
Mandela
were?
effect.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, the Mandela
yes.
effect. Yeah, this feels like that. It feels like it's in
know.
that category that it's like it's still going.
Except it's not a memory. It's like a collective thing of us all going, no, it's already over. And it's like, no, I watched a new episode last night. No,
when
you didn't.
people-
You're in a fucking time machine.
Exactly. You're like, Melissa, you mean you were rewatching it? And she's like, no, it was a new episode. And it's like, is this the Truman Show?
I
Like,
have this
what is
conversation
happening?
weekly with my wife. I'm like, this isn't it can't be new. Like, and she's like, yeah, it's still being made.
Your wife
Except
is
now,
still watching it.
Yeah, Grey's like almost the last time I saw, which was a couple weeks ago, other than last night, which I didn't watch any of it. I just heard the fucking Coldplay song playing and knew what she was watching. But like,
I would love to see a scene where Jason's just like in his room doing his own thing, and then he just hears like the Coldplay death song, and he's like,
I'd love to have a room.
Let's back up there a second.
Absolutely.
If you mean at my desk, just face the other way. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Grey in Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, that's what
Oh, yeah.
Meredith Grey.
Like George Clooney was on it, wasn't he? Or is that a different show?
That's
Facts of
ER. That was ER.
How about Sandra Oh? Sandra Oh was on it.
Sandra.
Yes.
Oh, yes. She's not on it anymore, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
But like, do you know what's happening right now? Is Grey is I don't know what she has, if it's COVID or not, but like she's comed up, and like all she's doing is running into all of the like she's talking to Patrick Dempsey in this weird like limbo area.
Oh,
on
so
a
it's a bit of a
beach.
lost in her brain sort of
Yeah.
situation.
Wow.
Sorry if that spoils it for anybody, but you know,
Oh,
the show
no
ended in
worries.
'97, so it's okay. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, like it's I mean, would I stay on a show for like 17 years? I mean, probably. I mean,
Yeah. If I was
Yeah.
a voice on The Simpsons, I'd be riding that to the day I die,
that's
no problem.
different. That's
Yeah.
I think being an animated voice is different than like you're just on a show. Like how many comas has this character been in? At least 12.
Oh
I
yes,
bet.
for sure. Storylines have repeated themselves.
You start
think
doing like,
she's like-
every storyline for every character. You're like, who hasn't been in a coma yet?
Exactly.
Like the custodian hasn't been in a coma yet. We got to get that guy in a fucking coma.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Now let's just make him someone's brother on the show. Oh, your brother's hurt. The custodian? Yeah, Jim.
And that is the reason that I like UK shows better, because there's no preciousness. Like they're like 3 seasons and we're done.
Oh,
and I
it's the
think that's
best.
why we like them so much, because
Yeah.
it's not like, you know, it's just, although I will say I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I watched the Duplass brothers documentary called Sasquatch. Have you
Oh, I
seen
want to watch
this?
that.
No, I have not
wanna
seen
see
that.
real bad.
Okay, well, I won't say much then, but the episodes are great. The episodes are great. And then it takes a turn and you're like, whoa, damn. And then the end, you're like, ugh, what? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a series. It's not just a movie.
It says it's a series, but it's only 3 episodes.
So
At
the
the end
first
is-
episode is like, damn. The second episode is like, what? And the third episode is like, eh.
Yeah.
At what point do they play Coldplay?
Right at the beginning.
Oh yeah, and it's amazing. But it
Is
lasts
it?
the whole. It lasts the whole time.
Jameson hit it on the head, and I will fix you still again.
Yeah, 100%.
Can you imagine how much it must
Yeah.
cost to get a Coldplay song in your show?
Tons of money.
There's never been a Canadian TV show that could afford a Coldplay song.
I don't think I've ever watched a Canadian TV show and been like, wow, that's a current hit. Like, there's no current songs on any Canadian programming.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The only
You
thing
know?
is when they got Brave Shores to do the theme song for Baroness, and that was the
And we
coolest thing on the
love Brave
planet. Yeah.
Shores. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Love
like,
that.
yeah, I don't think I've ever been like, maybe a Degrassi. No, even Degrassi was just like nothing.
Yeah, they just got Zit Remedy to play everything and be like, "There's our."
Yeah. It was the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Was that the band from Degrassi?
That was
Yeah.
from that not the original series, but the one with like
Degrassi Junior
Snake.
High.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Snake and Wheels and
And Joey.
And
Joey
Joey. They
Jeremiah.
were the band. and their song was everybody wants something. They'll take your money.
Give up.
Yeah.
All right, both of you sing the song, different verses at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Neighbours.
I'm going to have a quick stretch, you guys, a quiet child's pose while my green tea steeps. And while I do that, it's the Neighbours.
We'll play our instruments, but we got to get 2 more people that just talk really loudly sort of in the background through the whole show.
I actually don't think so. I think just Yoga by Adrian should just be playing in the background, just on a projection. Yeah. You know?
Benji's there.
Benji, absolutely. Without question. You know, I feel like my dogs get jealous when I'm watching and I'm like, oh, poor Benji. And they're like, hello. It's like, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, go away, please.
Hey, you stretch at the same time as Adrian and maybe you'll get some respect, okay? Like, maybe.
Maybe. Please. Oh, Burger got into something. Either he was stung by a bee or like, anyways, he went out to like have a little sniff in a bush and looked up and his whole face was just swollen, right? And so I was like, what? And because it's like old hat, just having like a dog, I wasn't like super freaked out. I was like, okay. And I called the vet and I was like, his face is like swollen. What should I do? Like, I just was going to like, just wait and see. I was brought up in a wait and see family.
So dogs are like a third child. You're just like, okay, we've been through it. We've seen this before.
Well, you don't want to like jump to conclusions. It's like they could have gotten into anything. But I think they had a new receptionist because she was like, well, if you care about him, you could make an appointment. And I was like, and I did have to go, He's totally fine. His face has gone down. But yeah, it was really questioned.
I could not, if I worked at a vet's office and then we got a receptionist that was like too into animals and like basically berating everybody for like, well, maybe you should do this and take care of him. I'd be like, well, you got to be fired. You got to get out of here.
Well, it's also like, imagine the phone calls they get too, though, right? It's like, my dog's bleeding, but like he's still eating. Should I bring him in?
Like, is there a surgery I'll have to pay for? Or like, oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe like asking how much do you care about your animal is a great start.
And you really do have to question, today?
I'd still be the person on the other side and be like, that's a good question. Thanks. Click.
I mean, I felt like that as a teen, like kind of, I would have moments with my dad where I was like, he loves me, but today I can't find a like. I've done something to remove the like from today. Yeah. You know what I mean? That would give him some pause. If someone was like, do you like Stacey? And he'd be like, not today. Not today.
I love her, always. But I do not like her today.
Did you ruin his air guitaring in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, I wouldn't like anyone if they did that to me. It's like,
Dad, can you take me to the mall? Why? Just to walk around, please. I'll buy you kernels. He's like, all right. Yeah, Yeah.
Chicago mix. Good, we're good.
Chicago mix.
I would kill for a walk around the mall right now.
I know.
Give me an Orange Julius hot dog.
Hell yeah.
And a walk around the mall.
Imagine walking by Lush and not smelling a thing.
Maybe you'd be lucky.
I think I'd take that. I'd be okay with that.
You go into Lush and you actually start looking at things for the first time. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Have you ever looked at this shit?
Looks like melted crayons all over the fucking place.
Bugs in there?
It's always like weird. Lush to me, and having even worked there, was always just a weird, like, is an orgy about to begin? There's a lot of rubbing. There's a lot of like texture. There's a lot of luring people in. I had to practice massaging people's hands.
Really?
That seems like that would not be okay now. It feels like that's a thing that's gone now.
Well, it's good to know it's off the table, but
yeah, I feel like couples would break up over that. Like, what are you letting that woman rub your hands for? I don't know. I just walked into the store to find you, and fucking woman grabbed my fucking hand, started rubbing it. Okay, we have to talk. We'll have a talk in the car.
was not good at that. I was not. Ms.Stacey McGunnigle in the Neighbours. We're not massaging people's hands, telling them the benefit of chamomile.
No, we're massaging their souls with fine adult contemporary music.
Yeah, come
At
on
a
over
decent
here.
hour.
Can you imagine? I was like, can I chunky you off? Just a piece of charcoal? Charcoal exfoliant? I'm like, no. It was like a deli. What is the one store from a mall that you all miss? Like the one
The whole entire cafeteria.
Yeah, but what was
Food
in the
court.
cafeteria? Like, I know we're all going to go down to food
Manchu
courts.
Walk.
That's
Like,
such
Jason
a
had already thought
divorced
about
dad.
this.
It's a
No,
divorced
it's just
dad
like
lunch.
it's not good food, but like it's something about the experience. Maybe it's because in food courts we used to get that, but it's like that you don't get that crappy Chinese food anywhere else.
It's
I don't
so
think.
good.
I got an answer.
What?
A&W used to only be in the malls in like
Yep.
the 90s and early 2000s. It's like you could only get A&W there. And I think, like, I still love it, but I feel like they lost some of their magic once they started expanding like so
Agreed.
fast. And they
Agreed.
aren't as special as when you could get a matzo burger in the mall.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, those are good. I always remember like a New York fries with
Oh,
gravy.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm on a real like fries gravy train. I don't know what's happened to me, but I'm different now.
Like not a gravy train, but like a fries and gravy train.
No, I'm not on the gravy train. My wallet is so dry. It needs to go into the microwave. Yeah, New York fries, always a Dairy Queen, an Orange Julius, a Colonel's was like a Colonel's.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna hate this. I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds and I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, a huge surprise coming.
No, it's not even a huge surprise. You know how like sometimes Stacey will be like, I gotta be back.
cannot
I got
wait.
an Amazon thing. We had an appointment for 11 o'clock because we have to get inspected to be moved today. And it sounds like the guy's about to walk into this room. I think he's here at our house being like, we have to inspect the room.
Let him come in.
I'm not leaving the mic on. I'm not.
What? No, let him come in. This will be fun.
Do you want me to remove you from the stream for ultimate privacy?
No, I'll just mute myself. Well, I mean, you could do it. Yeah, then you get to see yourself
Jason,
bigger.
just make the choice. Just whatever you need to do.
I-
Can you imagine walking to a room to a guy in a robe on a computer?
And his son is like, my daddy's in there. That's what he does. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time.
You don't interrupt him.
Don't. My daddy does like YouTubes and then he does like soft DJ sets.
Have you heard of the Neighbours?
He's one of the neighbors.
Have you heard about Ms.Stacey McGunnigle Neighbours?
She really loves gravy, but not on the gravy train, if you understand what I'm saying.
Did you have Mrs. Vanelli's pizza in Ontario in the mall?
No.
Okay,
What
maybe that
is
was just a West
this?
Coast thing. It was just good pizza. It was like really thin crust pizza. I mean, like all pizza. So, but it was a
Really?
thin crust pizza. It was really good. Mrs. Vanelli.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, never had that. Yeah, we were like, again, like to get my dad, I'm just going to fix the old webcam here. To get my dad to take me to a mall, I would have to buy pistachios from the bulk barn that were at the one mall and kernels. And he would just eat all day and just walk around.
That's like pistachios are expensive.
Yeah, my dad like didn't care.
But like I appreciate his taste. I'm like, I want that right now. I can destroy a bag of pistachios.
Oh, yeah. And like I have been doing that. They were on sale. And let me tell you, I took full advantage. People are saying they had Miss Vanelli's. Mrs.
Okay,
Vanelli's.
good.
What made it so good? Thin crust?
Oh yeah, thin crust, just like a good, like it was just a good. The proportions were right for a mall pizza. You know.
Damn.
Yeah.
In the States, the malls are like next level, and there were tons of Wetzels.
What's a Wetzel's?
It's like Wetzels. It's a warm pretzel, and you can get like cheese and dip it in.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Like,
Are you excited to get back to that?
Tell me about.
You take it home, turn off the lights, and put it into the microwave.
Oh my god!
Is your robe more undone? Why is your hair all sweaty? What'd you guys do?
So he was out there, and my white wife had told him he's just in that room filming something. And then at that moment, I walked out in a robe and no mask, and I was like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" He's like, "It's okay. We don't need to come see that room. That room's okay."
You're a fucking freak to that man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
have an interaction with someone and then you're like, oh, I'm the story they're going to talk about all day. I've left with enough information for this person.
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah.
your hair just creeping out of his head.
Oh yeah, Jason's for sure had a threesome at a Lush.
Oh, yeah. Just came back from my job. Do you know the benefits of chamomile?
Yeah. Starts rubbing your hand and being like, then you go, are we doing that?
I love a good "Are we doing this?"
Yeah.
Are we doing this forever and always? I remember like right before the pandemic, or maybe like the summer before, there was like this play, and afterwards they were having like a closing night party, and then they were like, they just put on a slow dance song at this like warehouse, and everyone was slow
body's a
dancing.
wonderland.
Yeah. And for but a second, I was like, this might be. Like I might be associated with an orgy. Like I can feel it in the air. Everyone is questioning.
I can feel it calling in the air.
Orgy.
Yeah, well, that's how I ruined it because I just started screaming that. Just seeing if I could just really get it going, you know?
You doing this? Orgy? You doing this or what?
Such an aggressive we doing this. Wow,
How
this
I like to
is
start
crazy.
my orgies is like this. So everybody,
Maybe how you start your orgies is different. This is how I start.
I got my
orgies.
bucket, jewelry in the bucket, everybody. Jewelry in the bucket, no jewelry at this
Keep
point.
your keys in your pocket. We
Keys
don't.
in the pocket. And you know what, guys? For my orgies, I like intimacy. Call me crazy. So phone's in the other bucket, okay? That's going to
Yeah.
be go. Lance, pass that around, okay?
No eye contact. We're not partners here. Remember that. No eye contact ever.
Wow, we're having separate orgies. I want intimacy. You want like
That's yours. That's yours.
Looks like we're split into a few different orgies here, everyone.
it might just be a good idea to find your partner, okay, and just couple up.
Unless you're in Jason's area where it seems like you're not finding anyone. Like you're. No eyes. Do not look at
No
Jason.
eyes, no jewelries. If you start sweating, take a break. Give
I
yourself a
hate to
tight
ask
five.
this, guys. BYO snacks. BYO snacks.
Is
No
there a plural
Cheetos, no salt on the fingers. Do you know? Like nothing.
Let's not embrace with the Cheeto fingy, okay, guys?
We
I don't
all
think
love
it's too much.
Doritos, but Doritos are for another time.
Okay,
Oh
Trevor?
my God. That would be like the worst nightmare is getting Dorito dust on you from someone's fingers during being intimate. That's
is
the
why-
worst thing in the world.
This is why I would never orgy because I get stuck with like Cheeto fingies and that would be my experience.
You don't mind, do you?
That's exactly
we're
how we
doing
sound.
We doing this?
I just gotta get some water. Just give me 1 second. I'll so dry.
Did our hands just meet in the Dorito bag? No.
No,
I
man.
think they did.
I can't. Yeah, that's a deal breaker for
If
me.
your date invites you over to watch Netflix, just don't bring Doritos or Cheetos or anything that's going to get whatever because
To me, that's a red flag. If you don't know someone that well and they're like, hey, here's some snacks, and a Cheeto is presented as the option.
You're dating Alistair Forbes.
Exactly.
what? It's hot flame Cheetos. You can't even get this stuff here. The guy sent to me. It's from the States. It's fucking sick.
So when you said bring snacks, you just meant your snacks. So let's talk about that. I'm not seeing myself represented here. Okay, and that's important
Looks
to me.
like we're gonna have 2 tables for snacks, everyone.
And a wet wipe, you guys. It's not that hard to just hold on to it, okay?
We got sanitizer stations set up in each zone. Good to go.
Now the kissing only starts when we dim the lights. Do we feel that? Okay, so it's back up and when we dim the lights. A lights on orgy, those are the people that we need to learn from as far as self-love and confidence.
Those people are
goes.
cult people. Those are cult people. One of the people is getting their heart cut out by the end of the night in that middle of that orgy. So.
Jason, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
take
just
a turn?
imagining now like a room of fluorescent lights and an orgy starting. Like zzz.
It's like a tiny warehouse, so they just cleared out.
Yeah.
Those big fluorescent lights that are like big cups that are upside down all over. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Fuck, I know lights.
Oh, dude. Do you know lights, dude? Do you know lights? Oh,
I know the band lights. I fucking know fluorescent lights.
I know flashlights.
I know light beers. I'm good, man.
I will tell you, it is a particular type of person who loves an LED light strip. Okay, and we all know those people where it's just
they're all
out.
College students decorating their room for the first time.
Exactly. It's on TikTok. There's so many kids with like fake foliage all over their walls and just LEDs everywhere.
At one point, I'm like, how are you all in the same room? Like it's like they've got
like
fluorescent lights everywhere, or the LED ones you're talking about. Yeah.
I just feel like young kids like today, like the youth are just like from our youth, we all looked so different. Like I would have been like brace faced, covering like different colors, posters all over the wall. Just being like, Nick Carter is like so sexy. Now it's like young kids with like foliage covered rooms, like tearing down the patriarchy. We were concerned about different things.
Yeah, for sure. They are so far ahead of us.
I know. It's like bow down.
Yeah,
you know?
bow down. Yeah.
LED basement rave. That's going to be the title of Ms.Stacey McGunnigle in the Neighbours memoir.
Did they change things? No.
No. I never went to a rave. You guys are ravers though. No?
I'm not a raver, but I went to lots of after hours parties just because I never wanted to go to bed, mostly. Right. I wasn't like, I love fucking like electronic music. I just mostly just wanted to stay out forever. I never wanted to go home.
I went a handful of times, so I'm definitely not a raver, but like I definitely went to it and they were fun as fuck. Fun times.
Yeah.
I'm really distracted because a squirrel has come out of my garbage can holding an avocado somehow and is just eating a little cup of an avocado. That must be such a decadent day for this little asshole. And a lemon.
I hope his poops are okay.
Rich.
I hope that's not too much fat. A little too rich for...
Yeah, maybe he'll find out he's allergic.
Oh,
bud, that sucks because avocados are just so divine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they really are. They really are. I've been taking you have an air fryer, don't you, Rob?
No, I don't have an air fryer. No. But I just like my kitchen is pretty simple. I don't like a lot of gadgets. I don't like clutter. Sure. I'm really minimalist. So like it takes a lot for me. Like I only bought a food processor when I was like, I'm against a wall here. There's so many things I can't make well without a food processor. So I got one. And so I haven't got a air fryer, even though like whenever I see stuff from Two Little Sandwiches that like she made with it, it's like, oh my God, it looks so good. And it's tempting. But I also I don't fry stuff very much. I'm not like I don't need a lot of that kind of food either.
This isn't even like fried stuff. Like it just makes like, I love it.
I kind of didn't see you as one either, though, too, because it is like, I feel like it's just not a baker thing. You like to do things from like full scratch and never the set it and forget it type or whatever, unless it's pickling something or something that takes forever, it feels like.
Well, we did have Adam on the show on Wednesday, and he talked about how his favorite new drink is kombucha and vodka. And I was saying how you made your own kombucha with the SCOBY. But would you do that again?
I lost interest. Like I like fermenting stuff. Like that interests me a lot. But the SCOBY was like, it's a lot to deal with, the SCOBY. And also I was doing it for gut health. Like that's why, and I liked it. It was delicious. And I made it with fruit and I made delicious drinks. But then it was also like, it didn't help my gut. So like, it was only just, I had to drink a liter a week of kombucha. I forgot how to say it. Brain fog right there.
You're killing it.
And I lost interest. And I had to deal with the old SCOBY and get rid of it. And that was intense.
What do you mean?
Because we're it's in a jar, right? It's in a jar. You had to try to take it out of the jar in my hand. And it's like a living thing. And I had to throw it in the garbage.
What do you mean it's a living thing?
It's a living thing.
It's fungus, yeah.
It's alive.
Ew, so what was it doing?
It doesn't talk.
It was kind of talking.
Was it moving and like
like when I was moving it towards the green bin, it was like shuffling up my arm and going, no. No, it doesn't. No, not there. No, but it's just like but it is a living thing. It's not moving, but it's just like so heavy and slimy and
like
No
coral, like
firm.
something- Is that what it's
different
like?
than coral though? Because I also had a jar of coral at the same time, and coral's like coral's like hard.
Yeah.
You know what? It reminds me of, in an odd way. I just watched my Octopus Teacher. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
I have not finished it yet.
Okay,
It
that's
looks.
fine.
I watched the first 10 minutes and it was great, but then I got pulled away by
Well-
COVID. I don't know.
That's when I found out I had COVID. No, I watched it. I hated the first 10 minutes because it was just this man being like, I had a terrible relationship with my son and I knew I had to fix it. So I left him and went straight to the ocean. Like the whole thing is about how
Yeah.
he was a terrible person and then he just started dangerously diving into the ocean.
Yeah.
And
Well, to
became
watch the whole
obsessed.
thing, I think he's a terrible person all around. I didn't like a lot of that documentary, to be honest.
Me neither.
We showed Charlie because Charlie was massively into octopus at the time, and I think that turned him off. He's like,
I mean,
okay.
I'm never going to eat an octopus again. Not that it was like on the menu for me. I think it was like,
No.
I've had it once, but like, man, it was so sad. And like, obviously you can't like, he didn't want to like interfere. So if like sharks and stuff were coming to approach the octopus, he wouldn't interfere or anything. And then you just slowly.
Yeah, but I'm like, interfere. You're already interfering. I'm not going to interfere. I shook hands with him. We've become friends. I'm not going to interfere with his life. It's like
Yeah.
you're already interfering. So
she would
Yeah.
like play and like jump on him and stuff. And like, you get emotional, but I was just like, wait, this guy, like, what's with your son, man? Like you just abandoned your son.
if I remember correctly, he never revisits that.
Wow.
He never revisits it. Yeah.
I have a new son now with 8 legs.
And then at one point he goes, in a way, because she mates. So how octopus, for the ladies, a female octopus mates, and then the children suck the living life out of her. And then you just see her like floating, just being murdered mercilessly in the water. So it's quite a, and he goes, I could have done something, but I
I
didn't.
didn't want to do it. I
Could have done something with
he
my
saw
son.
He saw it coming. He talks about it in the moment. He's like,
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm not going to interfere. I'm like, fucking just shoo the shark away.
Yeah, I think that's how you do it with sharks. You just go, shoo, shoo.
It is. It,
I saw
it's a tiny
Jaws.
shark. He's not, yeah.
You know in Jaws,
We need a
when,
bigger
like,
boat. No, we don't.
just
We need a
her.
shoe.
And I'm going to do this for my son. And when I remember his name, I will say it. But at this point, I can't remember.
Listen, we don't talk anymore, but I'm going to do it for him.
I'm a father. Would I say a good one? Yes. If you were asking me, don't ask my son. Just stay with me. Ask me.
Like, good luck
ex-wife.
finding my son. He's not here.
But I know
My
I have one.
ex-wife. Well, she caught a bit of the documentary. She says I have 2 sons. Forgot about the second son.
Smaller, weaker child. Like, can you just imagine where it's like, hey, David,
not
where's your
gonna
dad? He's in the
He's
water.
not
eating
interfering with my
octopus."
life.
This guy, like, I was like, how does this guy make money? Like, how does he make money? Is what I
This,
want to know.
like making a movie about like how he's such a jerk.
I
That's how he
know.
makes money.
Like,
I was surprised it blew up. Like it was really hot for like a second. Everyone's like, "You see the octopus thing?" I was like, "Oh, I gotta go watch that."
it's
Charlie loved
because
it.
we're all bored as a community. I think
That's
about
true.
all the shows that are popular now. It's like when I went tree planting, right? For 3 months, you're like in the woods, you can't see anybody. So a few weeks in, people start looking good to you.
Yeah.
Okay, they call it bush fever. Where
Yeah.
you're like, Grant, I know he didn't have teeth when I met him, and he still doesn't have teeth, but he's got a personality.
We called it the triac syndrome. Yeah.
so you
Never-
would like
Never
sorry, go
made out
ahead.
with somebody without teeth.
So let's give it a go. But then when you like get back to reality, you're like, oh my God, this is wild. And I think
Yeah.
a lot of the shows that we really celebrated, we might feel that way.
This is how the Keith Raniere things becomes great because you're just like,
Raniere.
I'm gonna put everybody in a
Nixium?
place where they just won't see Chris Evans, and then I'll be the hot one, and this is great. And then it's like just hide everybody away, and then you're the no teeth lover.
The
Were you
Keith
just
Raniere-
complimenting Keith Raniere?
Like, so sexy, so sexy.
He's so gross. I can't even with Keith Raniere. What a creep full vibe. from
Raniere.
him. Well, I've been watching because I'm at rock bottom. It's called Ellen's Next Design Star or whatever. It's about people who make furniture. I get really obsessed with like niche, like I make this thing. So it's like every week they have to do something. And one of the hosts is Scott Foley. And that guy, do you know Scott Foley?
No.
The actor?
Is he? He's not Canadian, right? That's Scott Speedman.
Yeah. So Scott Foley, he was also in Felicity, but he's got like he's a very sweet man, but like cultish vibes where he's like, thank you for letting me in your space. And I love being here. And I want to thank you for opening up your arms and letting me in.
Get the fuck out, dude. We're having a party.
Okay. Yeah.
That orgy's over there.
He was in Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. I bet
Season
he was.
62. He was in it.
Yeah,
I
he
bet
was
he
in
was.
it.
What is so crazy in this show, though, is like, so they had an episode where Portia de Rossi, okay,
Love her.
Yep, Ellen comes in and gives them their challenge, and so this one included Portia because she has a company that like 3D prints, prints like art.
Yeah, anything.
But they 3D print it, so you can like feel the paint strokes and all that kind of stuff, and Portia comes into the scene on a scooter and scoots through the whole warehouse. And I was like, that's too rich. That is too rich.
Yeah.
I'm in love all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Jason.
You get somebody that just is like, Portia de Rossi, just like, if she just scooted by me and was like, what's up? I'm going to just be over here. I'd be like, okay, so's my heart. It's following you, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's actually really shocking to me.
Why?
Do you scoot? Do you have a scooter?
It has nothing to do with like scooting. It's just the whole of just being like, I don't care what people think. Just like, see you later. Let's go. I'm like, yeah, all right.
I don't think that
I'm in.
that's her vibe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Okay.
Matters what lens you watch it through, I guess. You just go, that's her vibe.
Oh, that's the vibe that you find sexy in a woman is a scoot vibe?
It's not about the scooter. I just like that it's just like, so Portia's next out. We need you to walk through. No, I'm good.
No, it wasn't
Everybody.
like that. No, it wasn't like that. Tasha is wondering why Scott Foley's on that. I don't know. The reason he's there is he just has a passion for furniture. That's really all that was brought to attention.
And by that, he means they offered me a job. And now I have a passion for furniture.
Exactly. It does.
And that's not to put him down. That's any one of us would have taken that job and been like, yes, I love furniture very, very much.
Oh, 100%. Well, it gets me to feel, because like, again, I'm a businesswoman without a business. And I'm like, man, what I would give just to have a skill like this. And I just have a studio and I make furniture. You know?
Do they make furniture from scratch?
Scratch. They just give them raw materials. So like they're cutting like slabs of marble and stone and like raw edge wood. Like it is really cool to watch. And and it's not like like they all work in their own warehouses or studios. So they're not like working on like
it's not like Great Canadian Bake Show where they're all in the same room. Like
yeah, it's not like that. Table. Yeah, so you get to see like where people work and like some people have better equipment that makes it faster. Some people have to like hire upholsterers and like they have like their vendors that they use.
You started this by saying I've hit the bottom of the barrel and I'm watching this terrible piece of crap, but I think everybody here now is like, I gotta watch that show.
Yeah. I think that what that says about all of us is we're all at the bottom of the barrel now.
Oh yeah,
and it's fantastic.
When you watch,
this is where the hops sit. At the bottom of the barrel.
It's that commercial for that new beer.
Oh my God.
Liquid hops.
Let me tell you.
When I was in grade 9, like my school is kind of a technical school, my high school. So that, like it had a laundromat and you could take like 5 classes of automotive and there was like, you could take all construction but there was no art. So I had to take woodworking in grade 9 and I had to make a table and it fucking sucked because with all these handy dudes and I was so far behind. I had to go at the beginning of summer vacation to finish my table because I just couldn't get it done. I saw a guy cut his fingers off.
Yep.
Like, I saw a kid go like this across the table saw, go, whoom. And like, he was behind the teacher. And I was like, oh. And the teacher kept talking. And the kid slowly walked over with his hand, like gushing and wrapped up with towel and then walked up behind the teacher and like tapped him on the shoulder to go like, I hurt myself.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Oh yeah. Like, and the huge vacuum that goes over the table, like sucked the fingers up and they had to find the finger parts.
Oh,
and all
his fingers, did he save his fingers?
His fingers were all one size after that. Like
All
they
right,
were all the same length. Like they were all like
Whoa.
that. Yeah.
So Stacey, you're going on a date with a guy who either loves Cheetos or cut his fingers off.
Oh, cut his fingers off. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be bothered by that.
Hands down.
Yeah.
That's what the teacher said to keep safe on the table saw too.
Keep your hands down.
Yeah.
I remember that too. I had to do that class, and it was all like the kids that took that class like definitely wanted to be there and were very good at what they were doing. And they're all like, at the end, they're like, here's tables and chair set. And I'm like, here's my spice rack. This is all I got. I just like put a dowel against a piece of wood and was like, well, I think they'll stay on.
Yeah. I stole a bookshelf kind of thing from somebody else and gave it to my mom and said I made it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Didn't even get the grades, had nothing to do with the class.
yeah.
Ma!
There is skill in that. Like there's so much math and inches and like I cannot.
There are
like,
math and inches, yes.
But it's wild like to see because my dad is just a mathematician with that stuff. Like the quarter inch and the blah blah blah. And you're just like I never understood it as a kid. And I just think it's like tradesmen get shit on. Maybe less so now, but like I mean, it is wild to see. It's so difficult.
It's so hard. Like handy people are like, I admire them so much.
Totally.
Yeah.
I remember my dad for Girl Guides, we had to make a stool to get like some dumb fucking whatever and some badge. And my dad just was over me being like, how do I? And where does this go? Do you have a drill? And he was like, he just made it in literally 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He was like, there's your stool. I was like, perfect. And then when I had to go in, they were like, this is beautifully crafted. And then you had to like prove that you made it. And I was like, I got it from here. Like just such a little liar. It's just like, tick, 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 tick. Nancy, Vanessa, you probably have questions about my beautiful stool.
Yeah. My brother's an engineer too. Same thing. So my brother's an engineer. You guys came to my parents' old cottage.
Yeah.
Stop calling it a cottage because what it is a full fucking house. And I hate to swear about it, but your parents would agree. It's not a cottage. It's a home. It's a mansion home.
Yeah, it's a mansion.
But do you remember the boathouse?
And there we go.
Yeah.
My brother.
Do you remember my parents' little cabin, just a little cottage with the boathouse?
None of it was there. My brother built that boathouse. He engineered it and everything. He built that with his bare hands. That boathouse was literally built by my brother.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then what did I bring to the table? Not much. I was like, I'll bring some beers.
As he garbled in his mouth, I'll bring some beers.
Wait, what did he bring? That's British for us.
I brought some beers and the neighbors.
They're going to scoot in, not because they love the scoot, but the vibe of the scoot is really what you're going to really enjoy, I think.
Can you engineer a new driveway that isn't all gravel so they can really scoot in here real good?
Are they wearing Porsche de Rossi t-shirts?
We have similar last names, maybe related. Let her cruise on in, have a good time.
Thank you. Nigel's in support. It was a home, and it was a home.
Yeah, they lived there eventually.
They lived there. My God, what I would give. I was telling both of these guys before that I'm just on Zillow all the time, just daydreaming, but no down payment available. Man, I was looking at Nova Scotia homes. They're like $12.
Yeah.
And they're gorgeous.
You can put on your visa and be like, cool, I'll pay that interest.
Put it on your visa.
Put a bunch on your visa. Put a bunch of them on there.
I think you could just give them a bunch of warm change with a note on a napkin that says, I promise to pay this back.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
I'll take that
perfect.
cul-de-sac, please. Every single one of them.
Man, it would just be great. Maybe that's where my Eat, Pray, Love begins. In Nova Scotia, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That
Kayla's from
wonderful.
Nova Scotia. She says, that sounds expensive for us. Yeah, they're super affordable. I mean, they're gorgeous too. I mean, it's just like so interesting to look at like houses in Toronto for like $3 million. It's like a closet.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost you $3 million to fix it up and make it code. Yep.
Yeah, and then just like the photos of the home are just dogs taking shits in each of the rooms, just like squatting down. And you're like,
But with a nice chaise lounge to be like, well, they put it there for the picture. Yeah.
but yeah, it's very different. Rob says he wants a plot of land with a maple grove and just run a sugar shack every year.
Oh,
damn.
yeah. I'm a
Rob has
big fan of the
100
Sugar
dreams.
Shack.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Rob. Rob has 100 dreams and then just goes and completes them and then walks away.
Yeah.
Great. I did it.
That's what you got to do. Rob, I feel like you could run a sugar shack. Like, I feel like you could have a hobby farm, you know?
Yeah. I have a friend who has a sugar shack on their farm, and it's like they go straight for like a week. It's like it's going for 24 hours a day, and it's kind of a party for a week. So you go when you go. Sometimes you'll be the only one there, and other people are sleeping, but it's just like beers. It's just beers.
I like
And there's a campfire outside of the sugar shack, and you're just watching. You're pouring more sap into the huge pan, and they end up with so much syrup, and the syrup is so fucking good.
Yum.
Oh man.
And
I
do
love
they
that you're
sell
like,
it?
it's a 24-hour party, but you're like, sometimes you're the only one there. In reality, they're like, Rob, no. At 8 o'clock, we shut it down. It's just you from 8 to 8.
This party never ends. No, Rob. No, it ends. It for sure ends.
No, it ended.
You guys ever been to a rave? All right. I brought some Lush butter. We want to start an orgy. This Sugar Shack kicks ass.
I
What's
never
the
want to
bucket
go to
for?
bed.
I brought the Neighbours. Ms.Stacey McGunnigle's DJing. This is fucking sick.
Hello, gravity.
Sugar.
I think I've told this story before, but I remember we went to like, I think it was Dorset or something, like an area in Ontario, but it was like we went to like a sugar shack kind of thing. And they walk you around, and everyone's parents gave them cash to like buy things. My life was different, so I didn't have that, but I did step on like, I found a bunch of money, maybe $20. It was the best day of my life. I bought so much sugar. Just sugar.
What a
I'm fucking
dream.
Oh yeah.
You're a child and you found a $20 bill at a Sugar Shack?
Yeah.
This
I
feels
know.
like better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, they had artisan beds, so Charlie really was living a nice life. You know?
Right.
I remember watching that movie and being like, "Ooh, the nightgowns! I love."
Yeah, and the hats that go with them.
Yeah. And like all the grandparents just there in bed all day looking at each other.
Also, was that
That's all
a real
they do is
thing?
look at each other.
The beds faced each other, right? In the movie?
Yeah.
No, but
I think it was just one big bed and two sat on this side and two, and they're just like their toes were like touching basically.
That's not bad.
No, fun times.
How soon do the orgy start?
Yeah, as soon as the Lush butter comes out.
Charlie, you have to get the magic Lush butter.
please put it in the microwave, Charlie. Please.
And Charlie took his birthday money down to Lush.
And now he's a
Skipped
fucking
and
orphan.
jumped.
So
He knew what was going to happen, and he was excited.
I'm not doing an English accent.
No, let's just do it.
Charlie.
Okay, that wasn't the worst. It was better than wit.
My weak
Fish
wife.
and chips. I can't do shit.
I'm sorry, what?
I want some more, please.
I love British kids. Like, to me, they've never been young in their life. Like, they've never known a moment of like whimsy.
No,
because
they have a
they're just-
pipe when they come out and they're just fucking
they're
eating fish
so
and chips.
articulate. There's just something about it. It's so good. Do we still have that clip of that kid saying that he's not bad? That he's good?
can
Yeah,
take it
like
on.
this one here. I got it.
Oh, so you're gonna be on the naughty list if you keep talking like that?
No, because Father Christmas is not being very nice to me.
Because you're being naughty, so you're on the naughty list.
No, I'm not. I'm on the good list, actually.
You're not, because you ain't being good.
I am on the good list. If you keep saying that word again and again and again, I'm not on the naughty list.
Father Christmas rang me last night when I was at work and said, you better tell Jackson to start being a good boy or he's going to stay on the naughty list and he won't get no presents for Christmas. That's what he said to me. So you got to start being a good boy.
Then I will do an uppercut to him.
No, you won't do. No, what?
I'm on this. punch him. Punch his beard off.
Punch his beard off.
That's how I imagine British kids always and forever.
Oh my god!
Actually,
Have you never seen that before?
No, I've never seen that before.
It's one of my
Kid's
favorite
incredible.
clips.
Yeah.
I like when the dad's like, I called Father Christmas. He's like, yes. Go on.
Hope this story goes somewhere.
We've got things to do. I'm on the good list, actually. And if you keep saying that again and again, like so upset.
His eyes got
in the boot.
His eyes got so big when he was mad too.
Very big. The clip is way longer and it's so funny.
It's so funny.
It's really funny.
Father Christmas is just better than, I don't know why we call him Santa Claus ever. Father Christmas is perfect.
Father Christmas. Yeah, I know. British kids. I love them. I saw one on TikTok, this kid, and it was his birthday. I'll have to find it. And he walks into the room and his parents were like, you can open the presents. He's like, for me? No. Is this for me? For me? They're like, yeah, it's for you. He goes, come on, for me? They're like, it's your birthday. Yeah, just a kid. Just like, yeah. It's different.
What a dream. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
Allison
different.
kids are different, you know? It was different for us.
Huh.
Happy fucking Christmas, you guys. The fuck is this? Yeah. You know what I mean?
This nightie that smells like cigarettes that's been in your car for a month. This is for me.
I love that you remember that so much.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing.
For context, my brother bought me a nightgown, which is a bizarre thing to buy your sister. Anyway.
A Toronto Maple Leafs nightgown.
Oh, not like one from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with the matching hat.
It was a Toronto Maple Leafs nightgown, which I don't even like. Yeah. And it was like pretty tight. Like it was for some guy wanting like his girlfriend to look like. I just remember like coming out in it and being like, ugh, and it smelled like cigarettes. I was like, was this in the back of your car? He was like, yeah. It's like, okay.
Yeah. In the boot.
Yeah, it was just like, it was cold. You know, it's like when I opened it, it's like, you know, when like clothes are in your trunk and they're cold, but they feel a bit wet, maybe too.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Some mildew on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah,
it on,
you know.
Stace. Put it on. Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of dripping.
Put on the nightgown your brother bought you. It's just such a gross.
Yeah.
Come on, we all want to have a look.
It's really short. I don't know if I can put this on.
Did these come? Are there pants, Jim? Did these come with pants?
For a nightgown?
Listen to this fucking wet blanket over here.
Come on, your whole family's waiting for you to parade around that short nightgown.
We're family. We don't care if it's that short. Just show us the nightgown your brother bought for you.
Your brother's been holding that in his trunk for months. He's been talking about it for months.
He knew you were going to love it.
What, are you going to make your brother sad by not putting on the nightgown he bought you?
Yeah.
Come on, it's 3/4 length. It stops at the elbow. Just get the nightgown on.
Remember when it was so cold and all those beers bust in his trunk? It was in there.
Oh, I love Siddiqui being in the chat. He goes, you guys ever wear a day gown? Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
One
A
of my
gown is what you make it, man.
Yeah.
My favorite was I had a nightgown that just said, I need a hug. I would wear it all day. It was just a bear going, yeah. I highly suggest. I mean, do you guys have like a nightgown kind of thing? They're so comfortable.
In my lifetime, I have owned one before.
I've never had one, but I
Baker,
love it.
I feel like you'd love it.
Of course, like I want as little fabric touching my skin as possible, and this feels like the perfect answer.
It feels like you're wearing a blanket.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Or like a sheet, more like a sheet maybe, right? It's nice and
depends
light.
Yes,
Depends on
it's
what material you're
really
getting.
nice and light.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Jenny says, I love a house dress. I have a great one that is so big and flowy and has pockets. Oh, yeah. House dress season.
I
Absolutely.
want a house dress now. That even sounds
Hey,
better.
yes, to the house dress.
A
Yeah.
house dress is wonderful. I highly suggest. I feel like Yeah,
I'd watch that
it's
show.
much needed. You'd watch the show called House Dress.
No,
It's
say
just
yes to the house dress, and it's just like saying yes to the wedding dress, except you walk around, you're like, that's a good one.
To
That's a
test
good
it
one.
out, you just hold a tea and then you just sigh really deeply as you sit down, like all the kids are away and the laundry's done, and you just go, I'll take it. It feels good.
Yeah,
On
you look
this-
good in that one. That one.
On this episode of Say Yes to the House Dress, Stacey gets a gift from her brother.
I don't know. It feels a little tight. And the leaves?
I found the
Just say
shortest
yes.
house dress I could find.
Just say yes.
I guess.
Will Stacey ruin Christmas again?
I think it's a halter top. No, it's a fucking nightgown. Put it on.
I highly suggest everyone treat themselves to a lovely house dress this summer because we must. We must.
I want.
Yeah, you need it. Exactly, Shayla. Screw hot girl summer. It's house dress summer. That's what I say.
Yeah. Jenny's
Absolutely.
description has sold me. It's big, it's flowy, it's got pockets.
You'd
It's
love
like,
it.
Frick, you can do anything you want in your house in it.
Like I remember like my brothers when they were really young, like they would always want to wear our like nightgowns, and like after summer, like, you know, and like you're young and you have like your bath at night and it's still a little light and you can like play around a little bit, they'd always want to be in it because of
Yeah.
course it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, who wants to be in a flannel pant?
It's house dress summer.
It's a real TikTok idea, you know, and I will take it there. Don't you guys worry about it. So do you have any plans coming up?
Me?
Yes.
Now that you
just
fucking
like-
punched COVID down, yeah.
You punched
Fuck
COVID
yeah.
down. You got your vax, which is great.
I got my vax this week. It was so good. Yeah, I'm so glad to have it. So thankful. I don't have any plans. I just keep like getting better. Like that's
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. How was your energy with your COVID technician? Because a couple weeks ago or last week, I did get a COVID test, and this poor nurse really got a lot of my I haven't talked to anyone energy.
Oh, every time I've had a COVID test, I have great chats with the people. Like they're so nice, and you know, like yeah, I definitely have had great chats with people in there, which is probably stupid. You probably should get out of there, but yeah,
It's nice. I saw the video of like the one pharmacy or clinic that had just like celebrated their like 1,000th vaccine, and I got a little teary eyed. I thought that was really great.
yeah,
I'm just glad a bunch of people that I now personally know are getting vaccinated. It makes me really happy.
yeah, totally, yeah.
Yeah. Which will be great. I can't wait for like the vaccination of it all and get to see people in real life. That will be so
Cannot
nice.
wait. I cannot wait for hugs and walks outside and wrestling. Yeah.
I need
Lots
it
of
because I'm
wrestling,
going. Yeah, a lot of wrestling because I'm like I bought resistance bands yesterday. I'm losing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You got huge straws and resistance bands now.
Yeah.
They showed
like,
up 2 days ago. How did it go? How did your workout go?
They are great. Let me tell you, a resistance band. We are underestimating the power of a bungee cord. Let me just tell you that. Jameson said he got his shot, and the group behind him, they all cheered for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, we really did it. And we will be now gone for 2 weeks as Jason is moving now that the inspector has come in to see his little pants.
Yeah, now they're like, we better get these guys out of here.
We do have a show on the 30th for our Patreon. So if you want to come and hang out with all of us for our show, we would love to have you. And if you haven't checked out the Patreon yet, it's $5. You can come in and see all the past stuff. Plus, on the 30th, we are going to have a big old show, which is I'm really excited for.
Jump in the fun.
Yeah, so we'll be back in 2 freaking weeks, and we are excited to see you when we get back. Jason, is there anything else you have to say?
I'm gonna miss y'all because it's been a long year. Someone mentioned this to me the other day, and then I know I'm not just gonna start a new whole nother thing, but like this podcast has been so good for a lot of different reasons. But one of them is like we get to see each other, and it's so great to see Casual Friday again, and it's back. And we're so glad that you're healthy. That's the best part.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's so nice. So we will see you all in 2 weeks and have the best time, and we will see you soon. Bye.